Hey there. Welcome to the No Sugar Added podcast, where three friends keep it real and don't sugarcoat what's wrong with today's relationships and dating scene, with your host, Dan, J-Fabs, and Jean-Claude.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of No Sugar Added. I am your host, Dan, joined with my co-host, Jean-Claude and J-Fabs. And today we have a special guest, and her name is...
Joanna. I'm a grifter they picked up on the side of the road.
Oh, God.
Yeah. We forced her to do this episode or she couldn't leave.
They paid me $1 million.
Yeah.
We need all the viewership we can get.
Agreed.
Facts. We need a woman's point of view, so it worked out. It worked out.
How's everyone's day going? It's been a little while since our last recording.
Yeah, it's been a month. Apologies to the people who listen. We have busy schedules, busy lives.
We blame J-Fabs, and he also apologizes.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And adulthood always kicks in, so that never stops.
This episode is about ChatGPT and how it can be used in dating and relationships. But before we begin that, we are going to plug our socials. You can find us on Instagram at No Sugar Added Podcast, our website at NoSugarAddedPodcast.com, and our YouTube at the No Sugar Added Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. You're so good at that.
I know, right?
Yeah, honestly, if I was hosting the episode right now,
Yeah.
I would have forgotten every single one of
Makes
those.
it look bad when it does it.
Oh, boy.
I've just been doing it for so long with the other stuff, you know.
There you go.
All right, so let's dive in. You guys know what ChatGPT is and what it's used for?
I do. I'm not sure if the viewers know what ChatGPT is.
I like that.
If they don't, I mean, that's crazy.
It's a hot topic right now. It's spicy.
Yeah, it's very,
AI.
Yeah, AI, intelligence, it can basically help you do anything. That's, cover letters, resumes, to building websites, to
Writing code.
writing code. Yeah, I've been testing it on that. It's been awesome. So you could practically use it for anything, even with doing images now. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's scary stuff. What do you call it? Especially now that it's being used, like the kids and like high school kids and middle school kids, I guess you could say, they learned about it and now they're using it to create essays. And now the essays are so good that companies are building programs to now detect if it was an AI chat that made the essay for them. It's crazy.
But I also
sector.
heard it is tough, though, to even integrate that, to even detect what's been AI, because then you can just continue to, like, ramp up and change it.
Yeah, it keeps on getting better too.
So what your question is, should we or should people use it for dating purposes?
Yeah, I mean, all right, we'll kind of go through it a little bit. So when it comes to ChatGPT and creating dating profiles, that's okay, I believe. It's like more or less hiring a professional to help you write a profile.
Yeah.
Which those are real services, of course, because
Yeah.
there are services that can help you create your profile.
He's utilized it.
Why didn't we use that for Rob then?
Because it costs money.
and
And then you also got to think that Rob didn't even want to do dating profiles. We bought him that month of Bumble, and he never used it.
We bought that month.
Exactly.
We might as well have gone the whole way and
But
bought
the
the
thing is,
profile too.
You utilize those services for other websites like Match or eHarmony when those profiles are actually longer and more detailed. So using ChatGPT to create profiles, I think is okay. I haven't really tested that, but I think I'm going to test it.
So when you say create a profile, you mean like that short 2-sentence description in your bio? You mean that, or what do you mean build a profile?
Like your details, the about you, who you are, what you like. Because more or less, you could be like, hey, ChatGPT, I want to create a dating profile. Can you help me? I'm like, oh, sure, yeah, why not? I'll probably throw some tips and stuff at you and be like, I want to create a profile based around being family-orientated. I love to go hiking. I love to cook. Make it 1,000 characters. and it will create that profile.
So depending on the specific request that you ask of it, it can give you a better generated, summarized version that would probably might have taken you hours, or
Or
Days.
or you might have not come up with it at all.
No, some of them are really cringy.
Oh,
like
they
some of the
are?
profiles are horrible.
When I first created my dating profile, dude, it took me forever to make, and it was hard. It's hard. It's the hardest thing to do.
You want to hear G's? I swiped. I just want to say, I want to be very clear. I swiped,
Holy shit.
okay? Literally all it said was, have you ever yawed so hard that you've been yeeted? And I thought it was so funny and so clever. And I swiped right. And here we are, like 3 years later, and it's embarrassing. But those are the embarrassing profiles out
Have
there.
you ever yawned?
So hard that you've been yeeted. It was so stupid.
God.
And like that doesn't work for 30-year-olds, that worked for like 20-something-year-old me. I was like, oh my god, it's so funny. But as a 30-year-old, I need a little bit more substance, like what are you into? What are your life goals? What do you do? So,
But it worked.
It worked.
It worked.
You ever ask him like what was he thinking when he did it? When he wrote that?
Yeah, I've asked. I'm like, what was that profile? He goes, I don't know, just having a good time. I was tired of being on there. And I was like, okay, well, it worked on me, so
Straight
I'm
from
the sucker here.
Straight from the heart.
Oh, shit. So, are you asking if it's ethical to use?
No, for a profile, I think it's fine.
It's
I think it's fine to use to create a profile.
to create a profile. I was gonna say no, but I did just think about it. It is okay to use to create a profile because sometimes people are really bad with wording things. They're just really, really bad. Like, no offense to Rob because he might be listening.
Big Rob.
I don't expect him to write a very eloquent or funny joke / profile, and I bet ChatGPT could do it for him. If he inputs just enough detail, they'll spit out something that looks like gold.
We're just thinking of Rob's profile. Hi, I'm Rob. I like Muay Thai.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's no substance.
Yeah,
in
Rob,
there,
if you're
right?
listening, bro, I love you, man.
Exactly.
Well, you go ahead, Josh.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, why did you right before Dan said that? Why were you like not okay with it creating a profile?
Because I was under the assumption that it would be building a whole, like it would just be pulling out details from the air that you didn't input.
No, it's exactly what you put in there. Like, create me a short 500-word profile and put in that I like video games, I like to run, I like to hike, I like movie nights, big Star Wars fan. Make
Love
it quirky.
cats.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
so-
it'll just spit it
Yeah,
out.
more detail the better.
Mhm.
Cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
I just got a feeling there are some people out there that, I'm not saying they have boring lives, but are not clever or probably can't even think of their own likes. Like, like I like knitting. It doesn't mean that it's like something that comes to the forefront of my mind, so if I was in that situation, I wouldn't put down like, oh yeah, I also like knitting. But if you have these details that you start plugging in, okay.
Well, the good thing with ChatGPT, if you do tell it what you like and stuff like that, and it creates that profile and be like, hey, can you add, I like this also, and I'll rewrite that profile, but also add that other thing that you like.
Okay.
Cool.
So profiles, cool. What else would you use it for?
First messages.
Hmm.
First messages.
Well, who's for it and who's against it?
I'm against it.
Against it.
I'm for it.
I'm for it.
My biggest argument is that, like, just like you said before, and you previously also experienced a paid service, right? To write a bio or a summary, right?
Yeah.
What's the difference between paying that, but then also now having
Very different.
a
It's
free
very different.
Yeah.
a free
That is
service?
very different.
ChatGPT.
Because
But why are they different?
Because you're paying for this profile, and it just making a profile. You don't expect it to continue on the conversations for you. ChatGPT, you throw let's say it comes up with a witty, funny first sentence or first message. What if you're not that witty or that funny? How are you gonna follow up?
I think you should be paying ChatGPT even more than what you paid the girl who set
But
up your.
that's the thing, though. You're writing the messages to that girl, and ChatGPT is doing the talking for you. But when you meet up in person,
Yeah. What if
then
you're
how's
not
that gonna
that?
Well,
go?
at what point do you stop using ChatGPT? Like, at what point are you like, okay, I can finally write
Yeah.
a message on my own. Like, I'm not scared
you're under the table. 1 second.
Like, what are you gonna do on a date?
Uh,
But like, at some point, don't you have to be honest with your the person you're talking to? Like, if you're gonna go on a date and you have no ChatGPT anymore, I think it's on you to be like, I gotta come clean. Some of the messages I sent you were created by ChatGPT because I was like nervous. I didn't know what to say. I had a hard time putting my thoughts into words.
And then how is that going to make that person feel? Like, oh, were you not
honestly,
interested enough to talk to me?
For me, I'd be like, you fucking nerd. Like, you can't put a thought together. Are you kidding? But also show me. Like, let me see. What do you got over there?
Here's a popular phrase, right? Everyone knows it. Fake it till you make it.
It's true.
And if you fake it till you get to the first date, now it's on you, brother.
At that point, you should be able to learn from ChatGPT's ways and be like, that's a bro right there.
Yeah.
Like, I got it. I got it.
So,
I don't know. I'm against it only because it could set you up too high, and then you can't follow in its footsteps, I guess you could say. You know, it writes something so witty, so funny, so charming, and then you're just like, I like hot dogs too.
What if it does the opposite? What if it's dull, and then when you show up, you're like, wow, all I needed was that. I just needed it to get me to the dance, and now I can take it from here because I can't do the interactions through the.
Some people are like really bad behind like
technology.
They
overthink
like,
it.
Your tone is off, or like you don't know how to convey things, and then in person it's easier. It flows better because like there's that chemistry, and you can say it in person. But it's harder behind a screen. For some people it's harder. For some people it's easier. But
I believe that because also like as soon as she stops talking, then okay, I can pick up. Like you can see how the chemistry can balance out when someone's in person rather than a text. Like you might be already, I'm ready to shoot the next question, and she's not done answering thoroughly. As an example.
No, I'm still not convinced. I'm still not convinced.
Someone say something. It sounds like you're convinced, and you're just trying to.
I'm not.
I think you're thinking hard for.
I'm not convinced because I'll be real. I don't find myself witty. Everyone knows I don't have wit, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're not quick on your feet, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely not. What do you call it? I'm not witty. I'm relatively funny. I'm relatively charming. But if I wanted to make like a witty, because I feel like a witty first message does it really well most of the time, rather than a charming or funny one. In my eyes, I wouldn't want to use it because I know I can't be witty. I know it would, like, a random first date, that woman would flag me down like.
But to some people, that might be attractive that you're trying to be witty, but you're not. So that's that's the true version of who you are, right? So wouldn't you want that to be seen?
Well, you can always ask GPT not to be witty.
It's what you put in that it spits out.
But, you want something that's good and gravitating.
So don't put witty. Just put, like, please make me a dull, but kind of funny first message to this message. And it'll spit it out for you.
There you go.
I know. First message, nah, not for it. I don't know. When it comes to the chat AIs, to me, they should be limited on what they're allowed to be used for. In the dating world, you know what? Maybe you want to write a poem.
Are you okay with it writing a poem or writing an essay? It's the same
I'm okay with that.
thing.
I'm okay with it writing a sonnet, a poem, a haiku. Haiku. Yeah, haiku.
7 syllables.
Yeah, 7 syllables because I can't write a haiku for shit.
But it's the same thing. What difference is it between like a paper, a haiku, a poem versus a first response, a few responses? What's the difference? You still can't put your thoughts into like words, so it's still doing the same job.
It's still completing a task.
I don't know. I feel like I'm losing this argument.
It's not an argument. It's just.
It's a debate.
A debate. Yeah, my standpoint.
Or do you believe that maybe your morals are saying that it's incorrect, but you do see that there is value that can be utilized for people?
It can be utilized for people. I just don't think that in like a relationship type dating situation, it shouldn't be used. For the profile, yes. Outside of that, definitely not.
This is the future, old man. You better get with it.
Yeah, I mean there are now phone apps that will write the text for you.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so if you're talking to a girl, you could it will just read that text and then create a response.
You see, my thing with those type of you showed us prior to before we recorded how you tested it with making like a first
I never
response.
did this. I never sent it to any woman. All right.
It was just a test.
Disclaimer,
for the pod.
it was just a test
for the pod. And I saw how, what's the word I'm looking for? Rusty. It felt Like it looked like a computer wrote it.
Well, shall we look like?
Yeah. Would you like to bring one up?
Oh, sure.
Like right there.
Let's see.
Hello there. I stumbled across your profile and was intrigued by your dedication to fitness and family.
I mean, this sounds like a cover letter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't sound
How many characters?
normal.
Do 200.
200?
Yeah, that might be a lot. Do like 125. Unfortunately, I have a scheduling conflict and won't be able to attend.
I guess they're down right now.
Okay. But you see what I mean? Like
Well,
you
no,
can tell a
hold
computer
on.
wrote
Scroll
it.
up and like copy what you put. Go back up. Yeah, right there. Please copy that and put in 200 words and see what it spits out.
What the fuck?
Oh my, what? Is that 200 words? Can we do like 125?
Okay, I think 100 might be the
Yeah,
like,
100 might be the limit. What's the character limit on Tinder or Bumble or Hinge?
There is none.
Oh, well, okay.
Okay, here we go.
100 is also okay.
Okay.
Hi, admire your dedication to fitness and family time. I'm curious, what motivates you to hit the gym every morning, and do you have a favorite workout routine? Also, when it comes to spending time with family, is there a particular dish or recipe that you love to share? I'm a foodie myself, so I'd love to hear more about your culinary interests. Looking forward to hearing back from you. Okay, here's where I'm gonna stop. Right here, this whole message gave you like 6 talking points with someone that you don't have to send as a full message. Literally, you can just say, "Hi there, I admire your dedication to fitness and family time. I'm curious,
Absolutely.
what motivates you to hit the gym every morning?" Boom, that's one. They talk about it, next one. Also, when it comes to spending time, boom, next one. I gave you a million talking points.
So, as a woman, let's say you got that whole entire thing.
Entire thing?
Would you respond to that?
No.
Or you wouldn't feel a little stressed
No.
like this doesn't sound like a real person?
No, not really.
'Cause you know what? It sounds body. There we go.
It sounds body, but I would sit there and I'd be like, here's the thing. When it comes to like men and women on dating apps, there are more female bots than there are male bots. So like, yes. So from a male, like as a woman swiping on a man, I'd be like, okay, he sounds a little bit like nerdy. I don't know why there's like full sentences, which sounds stupid, but legit, like full sentences. As a man, I'm not a man, but if I were a man and I saw that, I'd be like, this is a little body, because there's a shit ton of women bots all over these dating apps.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So, I mean, personally, if I saw this, I'd be like, what a fucking nerd. Now I gotta message him a goddamn essay.
Yeah, double space, please.
If I saw this, the first thing that would throw me off is, "Hi there," and then "I admire your dedication to fitness."
Okay, but also,
I was like, that's bot.
no. Let's be
the fuck
realistic
out.
here.
No.
You get this. It's also like, let's be like adults with like brains. You get this whole thing. You're gonna sit there and be like, copy paste. I'm gonna just send it over.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you like take it and edit it to make it sound a little bit like yourself? Like, hey,
Hello, Joanna.
that's kind of weird.
You know? Put
Be
their
like,
name in there.
hey, like instead of I admire your dedication, be like, I think it's cool or some shit. Something that sounds more like you.
Yeah, something that sounds more like
This
an actual
isn't-
person.
But that's just it. Like, this isn't like the end all be all. The whole point of ChatGPT is to take it and mold it to be yourself a little bit. Like, I did that with a cover letter. If you're looking and you want to hire me, I did not. But I went and I fixed it so it sounds like me. It doesn't sound like a bot.
It's a good start.
Okay.
I'm saying. Like, this is like
She
the
makes a
rough
very good
draft. This
point
is
on
the
that.
rough draft. It's not the final. You know what I'm saying? So then you take it, you edit it, you send it. And then at that point, it's like 60% you, 40% ChatGPT. You don't feel too bad. You don't. I wouldn't.
You gotta put credit to ChatGPT at the end of that.
At the bottom.
Works cited.
You know what? Now that she mentions that, I'm for it now.
Damn.
I am
Okay,
for
we
it.
got one. Do we got
Because
the other?
she mentioned a really good point. You can mold it
Yeah.
to what you need. Like you take it, it's not your end all be all. You can take out a couple of things, put in words that you typically use, and then it sounds a little bit like you. Yeah, sure, it's 40% you, 60% ChatGPT, but
I mean, this definitely wouldn't be for like a rapid fire conversation.
Oh, God, no.
So like you would lose immediately. This is like someone that like you can kind of take your time talking to, but if it's rapid fire, you're kind of
Imagine
screwed.
going on speed dating. 1 second.
Look. I need pointers on this date.
Okay, so I'm for it.
What about you, Dan?
What are your reservations?
I am against it. I'm still single here, guys. Like,
So you haven't been using ChatGPT. You've been relying on your own responses.
I mean, I'm a good talker.
Yeah.
I could text.
Smooth guy.
Uh-huh.
I'll give him that.
I can.
Okay. I'm not doubting. I saw your moves in Boston, so it's fine. Like, I'm sure you can. But, like, I don't know, you're still single. Maybe we should try ChatGPT, see where it brings you.
Imagine my wedding. I'm just gonna have a
The whole
ChatGPT
speech.
sponsor. Like,
Yo, I
vows
bet you
and
can
everything,
write some
like-
really good vows on this, though. I bet it can.
Oh, I bet.
I bet,
I bet it can.
Now I guess we could bring that into the topic
Go
right
ahead.
here.
Bring it right in.
Is it unethical to write your vows?
I mean,
I don't think it would be.
I don't think so. I think it would be a good help. I mean, you're kind of making that base of what you love about that person, what you want to add into that speech, and it's just going to create one for you. You just got to watch out, because sometimes chat will be like, I'm only a robot, I'm only artificial intelligence, but sometimes I feel like this, and then it'll play like that in there, and then you're gonna read that vow, and then you're just gonna look at you like, what?
And sometimes it doesn't finish. If you ask it for, like, a really long thing, it'll stop halfway through, and you're like, okay. So, like,
Yeah.
if you're writing your vows and you're standing up there with your vows, it's just going to stop you and be like, what the fuck?
It just cuts
what
you
do I
off
do?
on a
Do, like,
page.
regenerate response.
Awesome.
So still not for it. In the first message?
You could say yes.
Maybe
A little bit.
a little bit. We'll see.
Why don't you type in, write a quick message responding to this bio. Like, shorter than 100 words. I wonder what it would get. Do, like, witty or something. Or funny.
Well, I got the
Ooh.
first.
That's
What?
a good one. I need help writing the first message to a woman on a dating site. So you have used this now.
Could you
No,
help?
this was a test. This was a test.
Sure it was.
Everyone is unique, and there's no one-size-fits-all approach to crafting the perfect first message on a dating site. Okay. I don't know why it's giving you, like, a...
Pointers.
Yeah, that's why it writes all this bullshit, and then that's when I tell it, like, no, I want this instead.
Okay, let's see a witty, funny response. I'm curious. What can it do? If it
All
looks...
Give it a whirl. Type it up.
To what?
Type it in there.
Type it on there. Type what you want. Did you click down right?
Yeah, you did.
I wish I could still stream this. Wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah. Or have like a split.
Yeah, well, I could have.
You can put profile, but Dan, you have to, like, copy and paste the hitting the gym cardio thingy.
Oh, this.
Yeah.
You
Do
wanna go?
100 words. Because we don't want it to be, like, 80 years long.
All good?
It should be. We'll see.
Okay.
It says the same thing.
No, it's a little different.
That's not witty and funny. Oh, okay, it's a little bit. I must admit, my typical morning routine involves hitting the snooze button a few too many times.
I'm not gonna lie. That first sentence right there, that's funny. I wouldn't be able to come up with that.
I honestly don't think it's funny. It's kind of
No?
cheesy. No, I'd
Man.
honestly, I'd go X.
Oh, that's what I am. I'm
while I was hitting
cheesy.
the
There we go.
snooze
Not
button.
funny.
Yeah, no, that's so cheesy.
It is very robotic, very stiff. It's very.
It is a little bit, and that's why you have to cater it to you.
There's no slang. There's
I'm
no.
impressed by your commitment to fitness and family, comma. Like, it sounds horrible. That's what it sounds like.
Okay. Besides that, what else do you think you could use it for? You said that there's programs now writing quick responses to other people's texts.
Yeah.
Is that like ChatGPT based, like AI based?
Yeah, it's AI based. Yeah, I mean it uses Chat
is a
GPT.
feature.
That's scary, man.
All these AI apps now use this as their base. Now it's like it's one of the best things on the market.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of scary. That part where you have an app creating responses for you.
Why? It's very Wall-E. Like, yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it goes back to why I was hesitant the first time for using this as a first response, because what if it writes something that you can't, follow up on?
Girl, if you don't cater this to yourself, you're dumb.
Yeah, but
Like,
hold on. These text AI chats, for like responding back to people quickly, do you get the opportunity to see what they're about to write and then change it, or does it just automatically?
No, of course you get to see. I haven't used them, but they can't just send you a text for you. Like it has to show you a
it
text.
just generates it for you.
Oh, okay. I just assumed that it was like, okay, well, I'm gonna take control of this chat now, and I'll take care of it. You just keep watching it,
Just
fam.
imagine you just say, "Hey, I just replying, just walk away, and you have a whole conversation for like 3 days straight with somebody."
You have no idea. You have to come back.
AI has a relationship.
And then
with
you
your,
get back there, and then you start talking to this person about the conversations you had. Like, what conversation? Like, what did we talk about?
Yeah.
Shit get weird.
Okay, I'm for this. Not for the responding text chats. Definitely not for that. What else can we use this for?
Recipes, gym splits.
No, I mean in a relationship.
Well, I hope nothing else. I hope that, like, if you're in, like, a good relationship, you're not using it. There
Hold
it
on.
is. There
Hold
it is.
Hold on, I just thought about it.
Shit ton of stuff.
Oh, I just thought about it.
Sex positions.
No. A breakup text.
Breakup text.
Is it
Type it in.
ethical or no?
Dang, we need that split screen up, man.
Oh, shit.
Can you create a breakup text message, which is pussy boy shit, because you should do it in
There you
person.
go, text message for, I'll say, 50 words on how I don't love you no more.
Damn.
Oh my god, that's so harsh.
Wait, how?
Oh, it's actually kind of sweet. I'm sorry to hear that you're in a difficult situation. Oh my god, that's so horrible.
Who wants to read that?
Hey, I need you to be honest. I need to be honest with you. My feelings have changed, and I don't think I love you anymore. I don't want to lead you on, so I think it's best if we go our separate ways. Take care.
Damn.
I don't want. Like, see you
Holy
later.
crap.
First of all, how like early is this relationship that it says, I don't think I love you anymore. I don't want to lead you on. Like, at what point do you stop leading someone on? Like, is this like 5 years down the line? You're like, all right, I don't want to lead you on. It's like, honey, it's been 5 years.
Don't want to lead you on to marriage. You know?
Like,
Yeah.
damn. Take care.
To that next stage.
So hold on, is it ethical?
Shit,
Well, it depends how much of a pussy.
I mean,
are
you don't love them anymore, so.
Oh
Ethical,
yeah,
right?
I get that.
Ethics are out the window, baby.
Wow. It's gonna hurt no matter what.
I say that this is okay, because some people are really bad at breaking up. So fucking use
You just
it.
gotta do it in person, man. Nice and quick.
Yeah, it's true, but not everyone does it in person. A lot of
This
people.
is more for like people who don't know how to like regulate their feelings and like don't like conflict. But like sometimes you just gotta grow up and do it.
Grow a pair.
Facts, but I feel like the youths,
What?
the youths,
The children.
The
I thought it was
children.
the youths. I was like, what are the youths?
Teenagers.
the younger generation, the Gen Zers, and the
Yeah.
what the fuck is Murph? An alpha?
Alpha.
The alphas.
Oh,
The fuck,
shit.
they're alphas now?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Alpha.
Started all over again.
Jesus.
Okay.
had no
I
idea.
want to be an alpha.
Right?
It's awesome.
We're just fucking millennials. Yeah, the Gen Zers and alphas who I feel like are not the most wordy people. I don't know, because they're so integrated on their phones. I feel like they would actually use this
I don't
for
know. They're
breakup
kind
text.
of like lawless. Gen Zers are lawless. They'll just come up to you and be like, "Yo, breath stank. I don't want to be with you anymore. Bye," and just walk away and be like, "T," and just like walk away.
T?
They're not gonna use this. They're gonna be like, "Girl, you ugly. I can't do this anymore," and then just leave. Like they're just not the type.
That's what. I got my next topic. I already know what I'm doing. I got to
This guy.
invite Gabe because we're gonna need him. I'm gonna need him for the next topic. But damn. Okay. I don't know. I just feel like people like I've known tons of people who have broken up over text, and I feel like if they had this, it would have been easier.
But I feel like there's just so much more that goes to a breakup than just a quick like take care. You know, like there's obviously if you've been with this person for. It also depends on the time, right? If you've been with them for like a month, to like 5 months, like, yeah, sure, this works. But if you've been together with them longer, it's kind of like, hey, you go more into like detail, and like I would hope that this is something you cater to like what's actually going on. This is not something you send to someone that you've been with long term.
Because you can also ask it like, what sort of responses should I be prepared for hearing, or what other things could I. What else should I be ready for in that conversation of a breakup?
A breakup prep, baby.
Yeah, like this whole thing.
Forget therapists. It's ChatGPT all the way.
And you study, you outline, and then when it comes to time to it,
a presentation. Just study it every day. You're like, I got it.
Get your pointer laser out, and you're ready to go.
That's one way to do it.
Oh shit. No. Yeah, this could be, this could be used up to 1 year. You can't go past a year. After a year, you can't use ChatGPT to.
So you're setting the lines. Okay.
That's the limit.
Put it in the books.
1 year of the relationship.
Yeah. This can only be used up to 1 year. Like,
and then after that year, then you're just.
You're
on your
own.
On
the 366th day, you can't use ChatGPT.
All right, I use all that content from ChatGPT. Now it's time for me.
There you go.
Oh, I don't like you anymore. You don't seem the same anymore.
Shit. Okay.
You're different.
Yeah, I know. I feel like it's ethical to use up to that 1 year point. After that,
my man just wants to use it for breakup text.
True.
No, just curious. Like, what other parts of relationships can you attribute it to?
I do wonder if this would be like a good conflict resolution. Like, if you're having like an argument with your partner, if you would like put in like, here's the argument we're having. What are your thoughts? And see what ChatGPT says.
And
you never know.
What's the word? A mediator?
Yeah, a mediator.
ChatGPT mediator.
I'm curious.
Oh, he's gonna put it in.
Well, my man wants to go for it. Let's do it.
God. Good luck.
No, that's solve. What's the word I'm looking for?
Resolution.
Resolve.
No. But write down a response to me and my wife arguing about children's bedtimes.
You can literally do that. Like, create. Okay. My wife and I arguing about our children's bedtimes. I'm just not even giving you a response. But look, it is being a mediator. Perhaps try having a common open discussion with your wife about your respective concerns and priorities regarding your children's bedtime. Share your thoughts and feelings with each other and try to have a compromise that works for both of you and your children. Remember, it's important to listen to each other and work together as a team.
It's a fucking therapist.
It's a therapist. It's a mediator.
A fucking therapist.
There you go. Goodbye, therapist. We don't need you no more.
ChatGPT has morals.
You
it's like, no, I'm not sticking myself in the middle of this.
You know what? Say 5 years from now, or maybe even 2, people start thinking ChatGPT as a religion.
Oh my God.
Because it's providing you a response of some sort. I mean, obviously you're the one who's generating asking the response, but
it's true though. This is just the beginning. We don't know where it's like. Listen, Microsoft has put in a shit ton
It's
of
not
money.
even 2 months old yet.
No.
Yeah, Microsoft is dumping money into this.
Google's dumping money. So like, we don't know where it's gonna go. All hail ChatGPT.
No facts.
The answerer of everything.
Tattoos all over your body, ChatGPT.
What else can you use this
in a relationship?
In a relationship.
What possibly else could there be?
Dating ideas? I mean,
Hold on. Oh no. Never mind. I can't say that one. That one got dark.
Damn. All right.
Like on a scale of what?
Don't
bro?
tell our viewers, huh? All right.
No. I'd rather not.
Damn.
I'll mention it after the podcast.
After hours.
After the podcast.
After hours podcast.
No, can't do that one either.
What?
Are
No.
you good?
Bro, what
No.
kind of stuff you thinking of over there?
All the bad things you shouldn't think of.
Damn.
How to tell my wife I ran over her dog. Done.
Oh, actually, that's a good one.
Bad news.
I ran over your dog.
Reading
There's
bad
no
newsletters.
sugarcoating that.
I love that dog, but
Let's see. Date ideas. Yeah.
Date ideas would be good.
Sometimes you're tired of going to the same places, or you're like, what do you want to do? Fucking.
This also takes like everything on the web and like
Exactly.
creates stuff for you. So it's like, give me a 4-star restaurant with like an average of like a $400 bill for a date night.
Within a 5-mile radius.
Yeah, and it'll just pop it up for you.
What do you use it for? A eulogy.
What the fuck?
I'm just curious.
Yo, that's just.
I guess that's like a
dark,
base.
bro.
I don't even think that's part of relationships.
It's like a
but
base.
okay.
Yeah, your spouse.
What are you trying to say?
No,
Who are you trying to murder?
Your significant other dies,
All right.
and you're
Yeah.
not good with sad shit.
It's
so.
got real dark real
You
quick.
know, it's not as dark as my other 2 points.
Okay.
I just wanna
we'll
point
get
that
there.
one
We'll
out.
get there.
But
Yeah, of course I could write a eulogy, but it's the same thing. It's just like, it's not your final eulogy. It is a base. So just like fix it, because it's like it can't get. A eulogy is supposed to be personal. This person died, blah blah blah. Take care. You know, like it's just not gonna give you what you want yet.
yeah, you're right. Give it a year. Watch how good a response is going to be. So
You know what's a good argument too is also, what would people do if ChatGPT wasn't here and you would Google it probably,
Yeah,
right? And
you
you would have to sort through all the information and try to piece together
And
your own.
research it, really.
This just kind of takes one less of a step and it kind of puts it all in there. So
No, I think this is much, much more different than Googling. You can't Google like, hey, what's a good first
Of course you can, and there's
Yeah.
articles, and you go onto Reddit
websites,
and everything.
blogs.
Okay, with Reddit, someone will probably write something down, and then you can take it, copy and paste, and then work from there. But articles, what, on tips?
Yeah.
What if tips aren't enough? What if, hold on, what
Then
if,
how dumb are you?
what if you're legitimately not a funny person, you want to write something funny, you read the book on comedy, literally the book on comedy, and you still can't create
Then
a
you
funny
need to
one.
be euthanized, because it's like it's not that
my God.
hard. Like,
Jeez.
geez, figure it out. And maybe you should just take it in your head and be like, you know what, I'm not funny, and just finally admit it to yourself that you're not funny, and it's okay. Like some people just aren't funny.
It's okay, buddy.
It's
There you
okay,
go.
my guy.
We're still friends.
I'm not funny.
I'm not funny. Say it to yourself in the mirror.
I'm cheesy as fuck, but I'm not funny. Fuck. That was hard.
It's
Okay.
okay.
First step is the best step.
The first step is denial, what you've been through. The second is acceptance.
I accept it. Fuck. So what else?
It's ChatGPT.
Off the top of my head, I think we covered some good ones.
Yeah, that was your topic. So, like, you have anything else?
Oh, hold on. What about I'm sorry. AI generated images.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's more or less on the same, like, spectrum.
All right, what about it?
Yeah.
This
They
goes
look like you. They legit look like you.
But just like our catfishing
Would this be a
thing.
catfish? Well, it also depends. Are you going to be like, generate me a photo of myself with the gnarliest beard, 10 feet long, slick back blonde hair? Like, that's obviously not you. Like, that's a catfish.
Yeah, but you could lie and be like, "Oh no, that was me a couple months ago."
That's still a catfish. Why are you using such an old photo that looks nothing like you on
Well,
your
no,
profile?
we talked about using recent photos within 6
yeah.
months. You could lie and say that was me 2 months ago.
What's your rule about photos?
In, like, what context?
On a dating profile.
On how
Like-
long you can, how recent should that picture
It
be?
really depends. 6 months is good. I think like up to a year, depending on the situation. So like a family photo, a photo with friends. That's okay. You yourself, preferably 3 to 6 months is what it should be. 3 months is the best, but like 3 to 6 months, like I don't know. I don't want to see what you look like 5 years ago. I don't want to look like when I don't care that you had abs 3 years ago. Like get over it, okay? I want to see what you look like now, because if not, and I see you fighting in the parking lot because you lied. That's how it is. The earlier, like the most recent, the better. Obviously, I'll take 6 months. 6 months is fine, but you better not be drastically different, or we're fighting.
Well, why? The reason I ask is I'm not sure. Have you guys seen the Jack Pope photos yet?
Yes.
You've
Yes,
seen it,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
and the
yeah,
one
yeah,
where
yeah.
he's dripping in swag, like
Someone
with
made,
Balenciaga.
like, generated AI photos of the Pope in like
Oh yeah.
like really nice, like what'd you call
The
it?
Balenciaga.
No.
Oh, he was ripped.
He was like drip. He was like
Oh,
in drip.
yeah, he was in drip. Like he looked so
The
fucking
lighting
fresh.
was nice. Like it looked really nice, and I was like, I honestly at first I didn't read like the top, and I was just like, why did the Pope just like randomly pose in the middle of the Vatican looking like this? And I finally read it, and it's like, oh, AI generated. I'm like, damn, that's really fucking good. Like that is.
They looked like perfectly candid shots.
Yes.
I was like, whoa,
Like professional
what is
photos.
going on in the Vatican? Get the fuck out. And then and then I read the article like, oh, this is an AI generated photo. I'm like, oh, I got bamboozled. Like, fuck.
Yeah, dude, this
Shit.
AI shit, like this year, bro, it's been fucking nuts.
Like, did you guys see the ones that came out just like 2 or 3 days ago of Bernie Sanders being a DJ at a basement party?
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw it, right? I honestly did believe it. I was like, is this real?
My man got a new job.
It almost feels like a publicity stunt that was
Feel the
real,
burn.
and he did it. I was like, oh shit, his PR team's doing good work right there. And then I found out it was AI generated.
Burns down.
God
The burn is down.
damn it.
He's burning down a house.
Well, what's everyone's take? Like, are you okay with those AI photos as like a profile?
No.
As comedy, yes. As realistic things on like a dating profile, no.
I mean, if someone were to put it on their profile, one, it shouldn't be your main picture.
Yeah, okay.
And if it's a secondary, make sure you put it on the captions that it's not, it's AI.
Why? It's none of your business.
I mean, it is, because if that picture attracts somebody else, it's like, oh, wow, this person looks really good in this.
Well, how different does this photo look from the rest of them?
I don't know. How close does it look?
I just thought about it. I think I would be okay with it. Okay, perfect example. We love camping, but we don't take really good photos at camp. When we camp, they look terrible. They look like we just made up, I don't know, we just threw some shit together and we're in the middle of like a parking lot or some shit and just threw bushes out there, and that looks like our camping setup. But what if you do an AI generated image of you camping, and it looks pretty cool? Like, oh yeah, I mean, I do camp, it just doesn't look that cool, but yeah, let's keep that image. A little augmentation, I guess, could work, but not too much augmentation. You know, it's not like, oh yeah, give me boulder shoulders and like the biggest traps
Jack
on
me
earth.
up, baby.
Yeah, make me look like Hugh Jackman. Like, no.
Damn.
Oh no, I know. But like, no,
Rip.
that would never work out, because then you'd be caught. Even if it was 6 months later, someone would be like, where the fuck did all that muscle go? It doesn't just disappear. So some augmentation, okay, to the background, but not to yourself.
All right. I'll be waiting for that picture, because now I want to see it.
Damn.
Jacked up Claudio.
What Claudia will look like, jacked.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I guess if it's out there, it's out there, right? I mean,
Might as well use it.
it's out there to use. So I'm not saying you should, but I think you should go into it knowing that people are capable of using it, and obviously those who are gullible enough to believe it, they're still going to be gullible no matter what.
Catfish is paradise.
It is what it is.
That is so true. Watch it be the catfishers who start using and implementing it first than everyone
Should have
else.
talked about this in our catfish episode.
Yeah, but we weren't thinking about it. And also, that was like a month ago. No one's really talking about AI generated images a month ago.
I mean,
it'd be really easy to like create a catfish profile both with ChatGPT and AI generated photos. Like you can have a whole profile.
Yo, that's
Yeah, you
scary.
really could.
And watch, when they start using it, that's when it's going to become mainstream. It's going to end up on the news somewhere like, oh, people are catfishing using AI generated images. And that's when everyone's going to start using it.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I mean, there are people who, bamboozle, or they like hoodwink people, and they like, oh, send me 2-3 Bitcoin, and before I see you tomorrow on our first date or something.
I'm a Nigerian prince.
Yeah,
Send me $1
yeah.
million.
And then they use
Yeah.
an AI generated image, and it's
And it looks real.
a
It looks legit.
Nigerian looking prince.
I'll send you one of my naughty AI photos.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I don't think
AI
it does that.
does
It doesn't
AI
do
does
that.
not.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
You got to pay for that.
It's
I'm
because
just
the
saying-
developers don't allow it.
Hold on, I'm just
Yeah.
saying, give it another 2 years or some shit like
There
that.
might have to be like a light AI and then a dark AI, and the kind of the dark web.
The dark web. There you go.
Obviously, we know what OnlyFans is. We know what their majority of their market is. It's like sex
Feet.
photo.
Yeah.
Feet. I was just literally, yeah.
Oh, fuck, you all know that shit.
It's feet.
I think it's like feet are like one of the biggest things on there.
Simultaneously, you all said feet. Like, holy shit.
I'm over here like, yeah, it's like boobs
No,
and
feet
naked
sell.
shit.
No, feet sell. People are listen. Everyone's keeping the dogs away. All right, no one's letting anyone see the dogs. Okay, it's feet. Feet are a hot seller. You got nice feet, pedicured up, no hair.
Okay,
Seller.
so yeah, let's go with feet. I bet you money. Give it enough time when they make an AI generation dark, where they make not PG photos. People will not even ever take a picture of their feet. They'll use an AI generated image of someone else's feet, and then they'll just be ranking in the cache.
Hell yeah, that's
Just
not my
like that.
problem. thanks for your feet, bro.
Shit. Ideas.
I know.
Because AI
What
can
have I
create
been
feet,
doing?
right? That's not perverted.
That's not perverted.
Done.
Feet in heels, feet with pink nail
I'm
polish.
sending you guys an OnlyFans links tonight.
God. Oh man.
Oh shit. Okay.
This is the future.
Oh.
It's gonna be a fun ride.
That's scary.
We'll see. Maybe it gets stopped in Congress one of
Oh
these days.
yeah. Give enough time,
Yeah,
Congress.
because
There's
is gonna
too
be like,
much power in
Yep.
ChatGPT. Close it down. It's
Because
like,
they're talking about how like they're going to hold these big companies responsible for the use of their AI. So all it's going to take is for someone, God forbid, but someone.
enjoy it now while it's live. So like
Yeah.
just do the dumbest shit.
Oh,
and
before
save it.
what you had to pay for it?
Before either you have to pay for it or before
Oh,
they
you
start
already have to pay for it.
regulating it.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, chat. Right now it's free.
It's free right now. It's like
free
the
right
beta
now.
version.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I was like, yo, it's helping me write my scripts. Like, I don't want to be paying for that.
Eventually,
service.
you will have to pay for it.
Yeah, I'd pay for it. Why not?
It's a lot of value.
Depending on when, like, I mean, I'm using it now for like
There you
job
go.
When-
stuff.
Hold on, I'm trying to.
But see that's just
$20
it. You
a
see where it
month.
says available when demand is high? That is like huge because when there are a lot of people on ChatGPT, that thing will not run.
It's
like
true.
you get throttled. It is horrible. So I'd pay the $20.
Yeah, I was writing something for PowerShell and it couldn't generate anything because it was. I was like, fuck. So I had to come back like 5 hours later and it still couldn't do
Yeah.
anything.
And it's all dependent too, obviously, because like it comes down to like trends. So like if it's trending legit on TikTok and you go on, I'm telling you, it like it's like no, I'm good. I don't want to generate any more. It just like keeps circling. It gives you the circle of death. It's horrible. I pay the $20 for it.
Cool.
I don't see why not. Depending on the need, but also this is kind of like one of those things that millennials do. It's like one person pays $20 and then everyone uses it. Just like Netflix, just like Hulu, just like Plex.
I mean,
like
she has a good point.
it's true. Like just like the printer we have at home. Like you guys want in, just give me some money for ink, and you guys can use it.
No,
Same thing with
I think
ChatGPT.
it's expensive.
Nah, yeah, I'm at a
man.
school district, yo. I just
Yes,
use and
for
abuse
free.
those printers.
Saying, I just use.
Yeah, I printed a
Absolutely,
600-page book 2 months ago.
What the heck's wrong
You're
with
taking
you?
money away from the children.
I don't
What
give
are
a
you
fuck.
doing?
man. Damn.
600
Jesus.
pages, like, yo, let's
That's a
go.
lot of paper.
I know. I didn't think about that because then I couldn't. There was no binder or anything, so I'm just holding 600 pages like a dumbass. Yeah, not a good idea. But still, free. That's what matters.
If it's free, that's for me.
Facts. So yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's it on this topic.
Yeah, I think we covered a good amount. If anyone does not have any last minute remarks.
No, but you guys should invite people to like write in if they use this for their like Tinder profiles or Hinge profiles, and like what were your results? Did it work out? Did it not? Do you look like an idiot?
Absolutely. You heard them. You heard the woman.
There you go.
Write in if you've ever used ChatGPT or.
Yeah, it's like-
bro, I get so tongue
I'm gonna
twisted.
have like are you dyslexic? Like
I believe
You
I
might
am.
be.
100% I am because I always fuck up when speaking and I always flop words around when I think of something else. I write something else.
dyslexic. It's okay.
So yeah, you heard her. If you ever use this AI
Or if you start
for your
using it.
profile or first message or anything, or if you start using it, let us know the experience.
Mm-hmm.
We'd love to hear that. You can DM us on Instagram at No Sugar Added Podcast or send us an email at ask@nosugaraddedpodcast.com.
Yeah.
And as we close it out, any last words?
No, that's
Yes,
it.
yeah.
I mean, it's an ethical gray line. It's an ethical
Argument?
gray
Is it
area.
ethical or is it more moral? Like, what ethics are there behind using these?
Is there? I mean, ethics and morality go hand in hand. Is it right? Is it wrong? I believe it's a huge gray area. Depending on what you use it for, there's no black and white. There's just one big gray area for this. That's my opinion.
I say yay all around. Use it for whatever you want.
I mean, I say it's a lot of the information is based right off the internet, right? That you could have searched for almost practically on your own. So what's
Almost
different.
everything.
practically right?
Everything
Yeah.
from
in a sense,
this year. I think it's 22 back.
22 back. There you go.
No, 2021.
Is it 21?
2021.
All right, 21 back.
Yeah,
All right.
I remember them
All right,
mentioning
but I'll say yay.
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 that.
All right.
In the middle, as usual.
In the middle.
As usual.
All right. As we end this episode, thank you guys so much for listening to episode 17. I am your host, Dan, followed with John Claude, J Fabs, and our very awesome guest, Joanna.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, guys.
And yeah, that's it. Have a good night.
All right, take it easy.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you would like to support, please follow us on your favorite podcast platform and leave a review. Visit us at nosugaraddedpodcast.com for all the details.